What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi Maguire.
I'm Jordy Jor.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Brian.
Go ahead.
Wingo,
Kyle.
Wingo, Cal.
Yeah.
I'm Wingo.
And that's Kyle that said yeah. But yes, it is Lip Service. We have Jagged Edge here with us. This is a big deal.
Big deal.
And this is like our largest cast. But I just want to say, even just sitting here getting it together, you guys are all very pleasant.
Oh, man, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
So 25 years, well, in the business even longer than that.
Right.
Absolutely.
But to still be so grounded is amazing.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, you know, humility is a good thing. Yeah. I appreciate it in other people, so I'm glad that you feel that from us.
Right.
Yeah, because some people would have been in here like, oh, I don't know, y'all taking long, but you know. And you guys have had a long day and a long,
absolutely.
like, basically going on tour, but doing a whole lot of press. Some people don't even like doing that, but it seems like y'all really enjoy each other's company.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We do.
Absolutely.
We do. We've been down for since we was 15.
Absolutely.
So if it wasn't working, we would have got each other lives.
I'm telling you.
Wow. That's some serious chemistry.
No, but it is a rare thing because I'm trying to think. You know how all the time like this group member got replaced and then they try to slide somebody else in.
We do shows with them all the time.
There you go.
Look, that's why we named our album All Original Parts, because of that very reason.
Ooh, okay, I was going to ask that because I was just
Volume
thinking
one.
maybe that's the kind of women you like. I wasn't sure.
You know what?
Somebody else said that.
I mean, hey, somebody else is in here.
Jim Hilarious said that.
Original part is hilarious. I guess I wouldn't fit that criteria.
No,
That's all right.
it's all right. And it's Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? But nothing wrong with that.
Nah.
Okay, so even coming up with all original parts, right? When you guys sat down and were trying to come up with some ideas, that just, who came up with that? Like, how does that work in a group setting?
I think he came with that.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a certain method, you know what I mean?
Right.
Whoever brings a good idea to the table, if everybody roll with it, we roll with it. I was just kind of looking at the landscape a little bit, and all the other groups who broke up or trade there's a certain group who be like trading members out and shit with like it's the NBA, got niggas on the trading block and come back, and so
that trade was crazy this past.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Everybody was like, damn, when is this gonna end? Down to the wire.
So that's what brought up the concept in my mind. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, listen, we got a lot of things to get into because this is Lip Service. We're trying to ease y'all into it.
Oh, no doubt.
They know where they at.
We know. I done seen the show.
I know, because some people are real quiet.
That's how you gonna get cane for. You better say something.
No, because after Unsung, it's kind of like Jagged Edge, the movie should be coming soon.
We've had it to us this
about one,
week,
so
though.
we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll
Definitely.
see. I think it's all in God's plan, all in God's time.
Absolutely.
If it's supposed to happen, it'll happen.
It would be good, though.
It would be very good.
Because I know there's some stories we
Absolutely.
That's why I don't know really what format it'll be good on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Depending on what angle
Who would y'all cast? Who would y'all
Like,
cast as yourselves to play it?
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
I guess
don't
they're
know.
too old, you know what I
That would have to
He has a
find
son. He has a
twins.
son.
That would probably be your obstacle to find
some
a
good
good
twins.
twin.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that'd probably be a little
It might
hard.
have to be somebody who do both roles or something.
Yeah.
Well, how
like
when
the
we
Parent
stand on
Trap.
stage as a
Yeah,
group,
you know
how
what I mean?
can you do that though?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it. You ever seen?
They had Tupac up there, so
You ever seen
The hologram.
the social media movie? Mark Zuckerberg and them.
Social
Armie Hammer
Network?
played both
Oh, he
twins.
played
Yeah,
both
he
twins.
did.
Oh,
It's
really?
crazy.
Yeah.
So y'all had really thought about that.
Brian said, I got this.
You think it would start in church?
Yeah, it would have to. It would have to. I mean, that's the
The beginning of you
That's the
guys'
beginning,
story.
yeah.
Or you take us all back to like us where we originally from, which church still, but Hartford, Connecticut for us.
Yeah.
Well, even him, he was born in Boston.
Yeah. Roxbury.
And then how we moved to Atlanta and met, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Probably had to go something like that.
All right. I feel like this is going to be happening.
Right.
I'm glad we're having
Right.
this
We
whole...
speaking
on,
in
come on now.
the first time we had this conversation, and I asked him what the name of the production company. I guess he don't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah,
but was when the New Edition movie came out. We got a call like the second day of the miniseries. And then we talked for a minute. Those talks kind of went away. Another company tried, and then it's just kind of been up in the air since then.
We feel like it will happen.
It's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for Brian and Brandon, was it like singing in the house, growing up with each other, like your whole family? Like, was there musical things happening?
My mom, my mother's a jazz singer.
Okay.
Like, and I mean, been a professional jazz singer all my life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Still
you know,
out
get
there
right.
doing
Even now, even in her 70s, get paid to come and do a show.
Absolutely.
So, in our household, music was a big thing because of the fact that she's a jazz singer and my dad is a music lover.
Right.
And he write poetry.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah, it was always in my household.
So they were happy. Like,
it was
they
embedded.
He knew how. He knew the things to say to get him back and get him right in the phone.
And what about you, Kyle? Growing up?
It was church. So being in a group wasn't hard. Because, you know, being in church, the church and choir, and then the youth choir, and that's when I noticed Brandon Bryan. And Winn goes in another youth choir, so...
Another church.
So we had a great youth department.
Absolutely.
So the brotherhood was kind of easy to bond with because you was around other Christian young men. But as far as the harmonies and the roles, and it kind of came easy for us.
We choir boys.
Choir
We always
boys.
in the choir.
They say they're the worst one.
We was all on the front row of the choir, which in our choir meant you was one of the back. So we was all on the front row.
Y'all had to keep an eye on y'all.
I'm telling you.
They did. They did.
Man, somebody called my show the other day for Tell Us a Secret, and they were talking about, like, she was like, yeah, my secret is I'm sleeping with the pastor at the church.
Yeah, that happens.
Definitely happens. That's a secret you better keep to yourself.
Oh, yeah, you know, she didn't say her name, but it was some there'd be some scandals in church.
Yeah,
Absolutely. The worst of it, I mean, you got to understand, you can't.
Church people,
if you got it all together, what you in church for? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You come to get healed.
Right.
So,
And you come in your finest clothing, too.
Shoot, these days, you don't even got to do that. You come just as you are. Just like this.
Come as you are.
And then, Wingo, you joined the group. Were you the last one?
Yeah, I was the last member.
Okay,
Absolutely.
you were the last member to join the group.
Yeah, early on, I tried to play a little sport, tried to play a little football, and got kicked off the football team like 9th grade. Had to figure it out from there.
Why did you get kicked off?
Just being an ass. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, yeah.
And
it was crazy. It was crazy because I remember we had a practice, and you know, we only had our shoulder pads on. It was like, you know, no hitting practice. And I wasn't listening as usual, per usual. And I done tackled the star quarterback. And coach was like, you get your ass out.
We're not trying to mess up the whole season.
We're trying to kill him.
Trying to mess up the whole season.
Yeah, so it was a wrap after that, yeah. And I didn't get to play the first game. I'm sorry, I didn't get to play the first game. And we had to dress out. So halfway through the game, the coach asked everybody, you know what I'm saying, I had my jersey on and stuff, but the coach asked everybody, like, you know, what's going on? Why are we losing? So me being a smart ass again, you know, so I lifted my hand like, well, I can tell you, coach. He was like, you shut up. You ain't even in the game.
Shut your ass up.
I ended up giving him a whole bunch of words and whatnot. He was like, give me that jersey. You go sing the stage.
You're like, guess I'll sing.
At least I can sing.
The only thing I had to do was,
I got this voice.
So
friends.
Were there talent shows and everything? Like you did the whole, okay.
Well, on our side of town, it's a bunch of talent. You know, we're from the east side. So, you know, Columbia's talent show was like known all across the city. Southwest DeKalb, their talent show was very well known. But to be honest, we were kind of a known group already. So a lot of the talent shows would ask us to come and just be special guests, not be in the talent show.
Okay.
So yeah.
Come on, feature. Right.
come on now.
You know what's funny too? I remember being in high school and I had met this girl. And I was talking to her on the phone.
Yeah.
Right. Basically, right? And I was asking her, like, who was your favorite group? I'm thinking she's going to say Jodeci. She said this group called Twin AK. That was us. And I was trying to, and she wouldn't believe I was in the group. I said, I'm in that group. She wouldn't believe it.
She knew.
Right.
Look, she
So that's how popular the group was, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw even how you guys came up with Jagged Edge. It was
A movie.
but some other names y'all had thrown around first.
Well, our name was 28K.
28K
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, and you know, for obvious reasons,
That's not too
that ain't gonna work. But we was kind of, we was rapping back. It was kind of a rapping and singing thing, so it fit what we was doing at the time. Right. And then when we went all R&B, like, nah, that wasn't gonna work no more.
But you still can't rap, right?
Yeah, we can rap. I give you a couple bars.
Why did you decide R&B over rap? Like,
I just felt like it was more, definitely for me and him, it was more of our calling. I know, like we said before, my mother's a jazz singer, and the fact that we had the gift in itself, means to me it came from her, and I kind of wanted to represent for her. She wasn't into no rap. She was,
Right.
So, yeah.
all right, and for you guys, so sports, Kyle, what did you think you were gonna do if not this? Uh-oh.
Jail, I'm just playing.
I mean, to be honest, I was in the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's where they picked me up in the trap. You know what I'm saying? And one day, I had lied about, I had to work with my dad. My dad had his own janitorial service, so I thought, I said, okay, I can.
So I'm going to Beulah today.
Yeah, I had called and said, hey, man, I can't come to rehearsal. I got to go, clean up the church or whatever. And I don't know, but somehow.
We knew he was lying.
They knew I was lying. And the trap was bunking, that's ATL. The trap was bunking that day. And so the call just coming up, I'm serving. It is. One car pull up. I'm like,
It's me.
But I wasn't looking, so I went up to the car. And I'm like, hey, what you ain't?
Damn.
Get your hands
You ain't cleaning up nobody's church.
Exactly.
That's a blessing.
Well, I mean, I know
That's-
the conversation was that Brendan gave me, and it just took me to a whole nother direction. He was like, what you gonna do, bro?
Yeah, real tough.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, what we trying to do and what you trying to do, it can get you paid, but one will give you more of the respect. You can take care of your family. So it was just a homeboy / brother, like what you gonna do, because I care. You understand what I'm saying? And, being in the hood, you think your homeboy care, but the way he came totally changed the whole perspective of, okay, you know what, I need to drop this situation. So I took that pound and we smoked it, and the man was looking for me every shit.
But wait, Brenda, how do you know that that's where he was at?
I know them niggas. I used to be over there in the trap too.
He was in the trap too.
Yeah, shout out.
He's like, we did
Shout out to the ham, but at the same time, like I seen what it was that was fueling her, and it was just to make some money. Yeah. And I just told him, like, you can make money doing that. Yeah, we know dudes who got money doing that, right? But it's a right now thing.
Right now.
I said, you can make money doing this. You ain't got to look over your shoulder. You sleep good at night.
Right.
It's a different thing.
Right.
And it hit him in the head. Like, yeah, you're right.
But we are
sometimes
glad
it-
you made the right decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's
Thank you,
also
brother.
that it's not instant money. It's like it takes some time and some work to get there.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's different than being outside and getting the cash in your
Right.
hand right away. It's like a patience game.
Yes.
But the blessing for us, though, was we got our first deal in high school. So even if you was thinking it's far off, that first deal made us feel like, okay,
Yeah.
it's in our grasp.
He was able to
You know what I'm
see it,
saying?
like,
Well,
it was
how
right
was that
there,
first
like-
deal though? Because people always tell their stories about that first
Well,
deal.
It was Michael Bivins' deal.
Michael Bivins.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to. There's nothing bad I can say about the deal because we ended up not taking it.
Right.
But it was your standard first time artist deal. I'm sure it was some things that was going,
Right.
get us in the end. But we didn't sign it, so we don't
Right.
have to live in that.
It's
you
just
know what I
how
mean?
it's just the belief that it helped us have
Yeah,
in ourselves.
right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Somebody believe in us.
Right, because it's like when you see, because No Edition was our favorite group growing up.
Right.
So when you see somebody in your favorite group and they like, you dope, that give you all the all the belief you need right there. Yeah.
And some people would sign that just off the strength. Like,
yeah. No, we thought about it though. We thought about it. But really, Mike had overcommitted himself. Y'all know all them groups he had.
Right. ABC,
so
MC Brand.
So he gave us the choice. He was like, y'all can stay here and wait on all that. But he was like, I think y'all dope, and if y'all want to go find something, go ahead. And we was like,
that's a hard thing. Was it what type of internal discussion was that like? Because I know there had to be people that were, I want to do it.
Sometimes we
all on the same page.
Sometimes we wish we would have stayed. While you in that limbo period.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. At least this was something that was tangible. You know what I mean? But again, we was young and cocky in a sense, so we believed that we could do it again. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Now, what was the situation like with the ladies at this time? Because y'all were high school stars, church stars, choir boys.
We used to always say, I can get a girl if I can get $1.
Right. We need some money.
So you said you could get $1.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think girls was ever any other four of our problems.
Right.
We never had problems with girls. It was making some money the legit way. We had an issue with that for a while. So
So y'all never liked the same girl before?
Plenty times. Plenty times. Yeah.
How'd y'all duke that out?
Yeah.
We didn't. You don't.
She chose?
Sometimes she didn't.
You went at it first.
Sometimes you chose everybody.
That time she chose everybody. I heard that.
Do you know?
In real life.
For real?
In real life.
Wow.
In real rap.
It happens.
It's happened before. Yeah.
Could you think take somebody seriously? Like, let's just say,
No, we wouldn't take them seriously.
You seen the 5 heartbeats,
And that's exactly why you don't take them serious, right? You be ready to fight your own brother.
It's never gotten down to that. Like, y'all never had nothing heated happen.
No, not behind
a female.
No, never, not one time.
We solid.
Yeah, we solid.
We I mean, no lie, we solid, man. And I can't say we haven't, fought each other, whatever. But
not over that.
But we got over that.
What would it be over then?
Well, I mean, you young.
Anything other than that.
It can be anything. When we was young, we used to fight about everything.
Anything.
And you gotta realize that we're brothers, but he was living with us and since we was in high school. So that's our third brother, then our fourth. You know what I mean? So it was like same thing any brothers would fight about.
Right. And when you're around a person a lot, you know how that go. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might be having a bad day.
Right.
And it might not be because of you, but then you
like the only time I ever fought him, he wouldn't give me his shirt.
Right,
stupid shit like that. We was at Disney World at BET. We was at Disney World at the BET soundstage, right?
Yes.
And we had 2 shows. The first night, everybody had their outfit together.
Yeah.
The second night, we supposed to be wearing basketball jerseys, but I ain't have one. He had like 4 of them in his bag. So all day long, I'm like, Winn, give me the bag. I was like, Winn, give me the jersey so I can match up my little shit.
Get my shit right.
Man, he kept saying, okay, I got you. I'm talking about hours that went by. I still got the jersey right. So the sprint, wasn't a sprinter back then. The van pulled up to take us over to the show. These niggas come out of the room dressed. I'm still in like a Fat Farm t-shirt and some white shorts. I remember this shit to the T. I had a great Fat Farm t-shirt and some white shorts.
It's about him to this day.
So they ended up having to leave me because we was going to miss the whole show altogether if somebody didn't go over there. So they went over, and the VP of Social Death was with me. We was trying to work it out. We couldn't. So he took me over to the park, and as I'm walking in the park, these niggas on stage.
Jam.
So I'm like,
they left you?
Jam.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I got a whole verse.
Flesh and blood.
It was BET. It was BET.
Everybody left me. Mind you, I got the first verse of the song, right?
That's
so I get to the park.
He said no.
And what really pissed me off was when I got to the part, they was on stage. I'm thinking to myself, damn, you look good up there. I'm like, ain't no weed, nigga. You down here.
We can see his ass now.
Waving.
I just jumped on. I tried to kill him. Like I was out my mind for a minute. Like,
You still had on the
but it was really all behind the
He
fucking
still was in the
basketball jersey.
Why didn't you want to give it to
We
him?
were just being assholes. I mean,
I'm
just saying, but I'm just
Win.
saying because you know how like.
I don't think he meant to not
Right,
give it to me the
somebody
whole
probably
time.
pissed me
He
off
got
or
sidetracked,
Yeah,
started
and
doing some other shit.
doing some other,
And the next thing you know, it's time to go. But I still don't got my shit.
And that's what, like, you know how it is when you first start, when the label there too, every little thing. If y'all don't do this, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's like we had to salvage the situation. That's the only reason. I ain't never want to go on without.
Absolutely.
When I walked in that part, they was on that stage. The first thing I thought was like, "Damn, we look good." Then I started
Wait, that ain't me.
We
I'm
can,
down here.
Wait, I have a question.
we can see him in
I
the
have a
crowd.
question.
We can see him right there. Like,
Who sang his
nigga.
verse?
Yeah, who did
Who
sing
sang
my
his
part?
verse?
Was it you?
It was you.
You didn't give him the jersey.
That's why I didn't get the jersey. Now it falls out. You wanted my spot, man.
Couldn't be me.
But no,
You should have not
but
come back on the
honestly,
piano. Is there a heart in it?
Hard in the house. No,
That's what it was.
but and that just, and it wasn't that incident, but we had a full weekend that weekend. We went from Orlando to Houston to Vegas on Sunday. Orlando Friday. We were actually in Orlando 2 days. I think maybe Thursday, Friday. Then we went from there to Houston Saturday and Vegas on Sunday. But do you know, like, that weekend was filled with drama. I mean, when I tell you, like, literally after we got in the fight, whatever, we were back. I mean, again, we boys, we families, you know what I'm saying? We were back friends the next 15, 20
So it was
minutes.
like a fist fight.
Yeah, I mean, we threw a couple blows and it was over with. But what I'm saying is, like, at the end of the day, so after that, right? So we on our way to the airport, and we got this road manager guy with us, you know what I'm saying? And they get into it. Well, again, I don't know how that happened, but Ray might have said something stupid or something, whatever, the road manager at the time, and it pissed him off again. They got into, like a verbal little thing. Once we got to the airport, got the van, got luggage and everything, he was like, "Have a nice life, Jagged Edge."
He said, "Y'all niggas got no addition." Good luck, Jagged Edge.
He got on the bird because he was from Chicago. He got on a plane back to Chicago, and again, we had no choice. We was, Columbia, they was waiting on us to, Tony, they was waiting on us to get to the next city. Right. So we ended up having to get on the plane by ourselves and go to Houston. So now in Houston, we got a show. And
what happened?
Get the fight.
Yeah.
There was a hell of a weekend, right? You know what's funny though? Our manager, y'all ever seen Charlie's Angels before?
Yeah.
He was like Bosley. He would just call us out of nowhere. We were like, "How you know?" He said, "Listen." He said, "Is everybody listening?" He said, "Hey, y'all niggas got to stop fighting, man." He said, "No." I'm like, "How you even know everything that went down?" You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But that was a hellish weekend for sure.
Yeah,
How did y'all fight? I mean, that is crazy.
It wasn't that. That
It
wasn't
wasn't
on
our
us.
fault, right?
That was on them.
They even apologized.
Yeah,
That was on them.
But
Shout
I got hit.
out to
But I got hit first.
Yeah, you got hit first. Yeah.
I was just standing
The
outside.
tee-off man right there.
Because what happened? Tee-off man. No, but I was just standing outside because what happened earlier, people was talking back and forth and all this stuff, whatever. And I think Kyle might have said something to one of the guys, like getting into the elevator. They had their friends and stuff all out in the.
They was in their hometown.
They wasn't even on the show.
That's what
we
really
had just
was.
finished
They
the
only
show.
came there looking for us.
Right.
Yeah.
They wasn't on the show.
They wasn't even on the show. It was one of them big radio shows, with a whole bunch of artists. We going crazy at that time. And I think Kyle said something like, can y'all say record deal or something?
He said, "Can you say number one in your city?"
Yeah,
That's what he said.
Walking through the
that
lobby.
shit.
So we go get on the elevator, go upstairs. I remember this verbatim. Go upstairs. Everybody went to their little room. So I comes back down. So I think we were about to go out or something later on. So I come back down, and one of the guys from the label, Maurice, we were standing outside, just standing there waiting on the rest of the guys to come back down. Next thing I know, dude come up, run out the double doors.
Right.
Boom! Just hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ain't
and
even said nothing.
I
Hello, sir.
I ain't even said that. I'm really shocked. I'm like, hold up.
I know you niggas used to be like this.
I ain't even at home. What the hell going on?
Now you know how that star quarterback felt.
Right.
I got hit, and you know what I'm saying? We were out there tussling, boom, 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 fighting, whatever. I tried to end them, like literally. And it wasn't one of the guys from H-Town. It was probably like one of the
One of the friends.
whatever.
But I say this though, like they wasn't no haters because they came back and apologized.
That's
Like
good.
the next week, we had a show there the next week.
And they
And
came.
and apologized. Then I seen Shazam maybe 3 years later in the gym.
Yeah.
And he walked. I thought it was gonna still be a little beef. He walked to me. He said, "Hey man, which one of y'all niggas hit me in the back of the head with that elbow?" I said, "Me." He said, "Good shot." So it's been cool with them ever since though.
That's the
You know?
difference between men and women.
Right.
Because
it would have been beef forever.
I am never, okay?
Yeah.
You do something like that to me.
It's over with.
Now I got to go to Vegas Sunday. My knees all scraped. I got scrapes on my arms.
He done lost the earrings, everything.
Yeah, man. I was like, that was a hell of a weekend. But we made it through it.
Y'all pushed through.
That's
we
the whole movie right there.
That's
Right.
I'm telling you, we got a million stories. Yeah.
Wow.
And you guys also did a podcast for a period of time too.
Yeah. Views from the edge. It was crazy.
Views from the edge.
A lot of good feedback on that.
You know, we just put it out there. We didn't have nobody backing us up, no platform we put it out on. So I think we just started looking at the couple hundred of views per episode, and we was like, "Fuck this shit."
No, but I think that's good because one thing that people say about y'all, and I don't know that this is necessarily true, but they're like, they're always very private about their lives.
We
like,
are.
Well, we have it because like we came out time before social media.
Right. We came out when everybody was private.
Yeah,
we just
when
been hanging
everybody was
around
private.
all this
Yeah.
damn
Y'all just
time.
out here.
Right.
Yeah.
I just figured it was more private back then because we didn't have the access like people do now.
Right. That's part
Because
of it.
all that stuff that y'all did would have been.
Absolutely.
I mean,
canceled.
like
canceled
they would have caught that fight on their phones.
That would have been viral.
Right.
It went viral, and
World star.
and then privacy, it's just a lot. Like, at the end of the day, like, people should know what goes on in your
Everything.
bedroom.
Everybody. They don't got to know
Everything
everything.
about you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
come on,
Right.
something has to be
And
kept secret.
I, at that time too, it was like it was more of a mystique that went with that too. Though.
Absolutely.
Like, it wasn't like you tell everybody every little thing.
Absolutely.
Like make them want to know a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just different now because I feel like people are so invested into
Right.
people's lives. It's more not
Too
even just
invested,
about
if
the
you
music, but
Too
it's also
invested.
like,
There you go.
what this person has going on. One person that loves you guys and had expressed it many times was Luther.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Luther.
and I just watched
That's our
his
guy.
documentary.
Yeah. No, Luther, just even finding out he was a fan of ours was
Crazy.
such a like it's like getting an award almost.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Absolutely.
Or probably better than an award.
Listen, I didn't know his story at all until I watched that
Yeah, it's
documentary.
crazy, right?
And it did make me look at things so much differently because they put a lot of clips in there of people like talking about his weight, and I know that was really hard for him.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
And then also about like his sexuality and all these rumors about him. And you're right, it was a different period. And he's like, why y'all
Why y'all even interested?
why do y'all even care?
Yeah.
I'm a beast on this mic.
That's all that
telling you.
Pause. Let me do what I do. Beast on the mic.
But is it crazy to like watch everything that's happening? Because there's some of like our biggest stars today, and it feels like just a lot of shit is just coming out about things.
So much.
Yeah, it's hard.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going back to the past a little bit, where mystique and privacy was okay. I wouldn't mind that.
Right, because I think sometimes too, like it works against the artist. Like people
It's
you
corny.
think you respect, you see a little too much. Like, why am I really fuck with him like that after that? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you gotta ask yourself though. I mean, you corny. Right? I mean, if you do
that's
something,
what it is.
you know what I'm saying? Because we don't do that.
right.
You feel what I'm saying? I mean, real men do real things, and what they say, if you get $1 million, it enhances who you really are.
Right.
So if you're an
you don't
asshole,
become a new person.
You're gonna be a big asshole.
you're gonna be a millionaire.
You're gonna be a rich
I
asshole.
agree with that 1,000.
Yeah. So
I do want to say that when we were doing our little pre-gaming and trying to figure out what we were going to talk about, we're looking things up, and it's just like nothing crazy in the media about y'all whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Not that we was looking for something crazy,
All
but
praises.
we have to note that
Well, I
there
would say
was like,
nothing.
but there was like
If it was crazy, it was
Minimal.
right, nothing that's relevant. So kudos to y'all
Thank you
for
so much.
keeping
Thank you.
everything peace.
But on the flip side of that, like when you have such impactful songs, people want to know
Right.
right.
about that because sometimes it helps you relate to a song.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So sometimes it's kind of like, what's the story behind the song? Because I remember when Latavia was talking about.
I've been feeling that all week long.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Girl, hush.
But,
Girl.
But it's a cute gem just because we never knew that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So when we think about like a song that's as iconic as "Let's Get Married," and to be like, okay, how do, you want to hear the story,
You're right.
and you want to know
I
like.
get that. Yeah.
So I think.
Listen, all I can say is this: I have dated my share of, public figures, but I don't talk about mine.
Yeah, y'all ain't never heard of
I don't hear nothing about
But
mine.
if you did a movie, would you not put some of that? Because I remember when Bobby Brown did his movie, right? And we found out about like Janet Jackson, and I was like, oh shit. I mean,
but how did Janet feel about
that?
You think she liked seeing that? I don't think she did.
Probably not.
And to me, that's how I look at it. Like, especially as older adults, I'm thinking like, how's she gonna? If I say all that, how does she gonna feel about that? You know what I mean? Now, if I was younger, I might not have taken all that into consideration. But now, I'm like,
that's why you always gotta put your best foot forward.
That's hilarious.
In a lot of ways, I did
was
that.
so quick. You gotta make sure you really put it down. So when they do tell the story,
Man, listen,
Real life.
that's on them.
Real life.
but you get it, because even hearing that, it does like spark some interest. Oh, that's why you wrote that song. Is that true?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of fun to. I think when you talk about things that happened like 20 years ago, it is. You know, in retrospect, it is nice to get a little history.
Absolutely.
It don't have to
I
be
get
like
that.
disrespectfully like detailed,
Right.
but it can be like a little something.
To provide a little context.
But they mostly women married now, and you know. What I mean?
That's what I'm saying. They
Feel a
grown
little-
women now. Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
And especially if they didn't tell.
I don't want you to know certain things about your wife. So.
you don't want no certain.
You don't want to know certain things that I know about your wife.
Oh my God.
For real, man. I'm gonna stay out of that, bro.
All right, look, I feel like we should play a drinking game. No, I'm playing.
You gonna get one way or the other.
Has anybody in here ever been a side piece?
No, I ain't never been a
Not
side.
that you know of.
Y'all
Well,
lying.
Not
I
that
didn't know
I
you
know
in a side piece. Y'all
I
lying.
don't.
I
I
ain't
don't love
never
it.
been
You've never, not even when you were younger, like, I don't want nothing serious. I'm okay with just.
Yeah, I've been in. I don't want nothing serious, but if you got something serious, I don't want nothing. You can't do what I need you to do if you got something serious.
I tell you what I have. Like, I dated 2 girls who, and not at the same time, right? Or maybe it was.
Maybe a little overlap.
Yeah,
Right,
see, I
but,
did that one time. It was hell.
No, but guys came into their lives and they both kind of said to me, look, this guy want to marry me. And both of them they're married to these men to this day, so we can go down that road. But they said to me, you know, he want to marry me, like, what you going to do? I was like, congratulations. I'm not ready for
I'm
that.
not there yet.
Right.
Love
Love
It's a remix and everything. I'm available to sing a duet. I got that chat. In my group.
Where the money at?
Have you ever dated
Manyanas.
somebody and then been kind of sad that they got married?
Not really.
Yeah,
not really.
Not me.
Because
Really.
like when for me when it was over,
It's over,
I've been
Yeah, it's over
no,
with.
Right.
I'm already off to my next. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Real
right.
talk,
We
it's
ain't
not
gonna-
even no. Yeah.
See, off to his neck.
I think that's one thing about all 4 of us. Like, because I've seen it with them, and I know for myself. When it's over, it's over. We ain't the one outside trying to get you back. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because when we with a girl, we pay a certain amount of attention. We give a certain amount of effort.
Absolutely.
So when it's over, you ain't got to second guess all that shit.
Right.
I think we all that way.
But what about all the heartbreak songs?
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Where'd those come
I'll
from?
be honest.
Come on
Somebody
now.
else went through that.
That's somebody else's story.
Because how you gonna write these amazing heartbreak songs and not have gone through it?
We wrote about getting married, never got married.
Yeah.
We wrote that
You know
song
what?
when
No,
we were 18 years old.
I also think about let's get married as a way that guys feel. It don't mean they're gonna get married.
Right.
Y'all be
Facts.
feeling like
Facts.
that, but it
Facts.
don't mean.
I don't know. I mean, I've never been married. I'm the only one here never been
Have
married.
either of you ever proposed? Oh, you have been.
No, I haven't.
You never proposed?
They're all married.
Yeah, I'm married.
So I'm the only one who hasn't been.
Hasn't
Though
been
I have a woman in my life. I have a fiance, but up until this point, I had never been married.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
married.
congratulations
Yeah.
on
Yes,
that.
congratulations.
Is there a date or?
Nah,
Not yet.
she, no.
He don't know she do.
Because a lot of it I did. I put it in her lap like,
Right,
hey,
right.
let me know when we doing it.
As you
She
should.
ain't gave me no date yet. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know too many men like, well, I just can't wait for December 16th.
Our producer, he's getting married.
Yes,
he can't
yes,
wait.
where's Dan? We can't wait for Dan.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes, Dan.
All right.
So, listen, did y'all all have like big weddings?
No,
Mine was kind of
like
private.
family.
It was private?
Yeah,
Okay.
Right,
family.
private.
I'm a
He had
Hebrew
big- kinda
Israelite,
big,
so
yeah.
it was kind of all in line with how that should be.
Okay.
According to that.
Well, I just got married in September, so I had a nice wedding.
Dang.
I
I love this for y'all.
Nice
Get married, go
one.
on tour, put out a new album.
That's great.
Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying?
Blessings. You know?
Why do y'all think that people aren't getting married like they were at one point?
Social media.
That's a big part of it, real talk.
Yeah,
the horror stories, you know what I mean? Like the men always, talking about how women, you got to give women half or more in some situations. Right. I think that makes a lot of guys who work hard for their money feel some kind of way. Like just being honest, you know what I mean? So
But I
think
feel
that's
like a lot of women are money makers now. And we're holding our own. I feel like
not as much as the narrative. I don't
absolutely
because I don't be meeting. I don't know where they at.
Right.
I ain't trying
OnlyFans.
to be funny. Do you want OnlyFans?
Money to be made.
That's where we're going for the fight. I want an OnlyFans bride.
OnlyFans bride is diabolical.
Big facts.
Wow.
Diabolical.
And I have OnlyFans, and I was almost a bride.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
But my OnlyFans is very calm.
Oh,
Not a porn star, never have been.
No, okay, so you think social media, and then the half thing. I feel like half is actually. Oh, you're saying she wants half.
I feel like
That's
people.
what guys are afraid of. That you work, your whole life to acquire what it is you acquire and stack what you stack, and somebody can come in and for whatever reason she's done and she get to take half. That scares some dudes.
I mean, but that's what a prenup is for.
But prenups, I feel like they always challenge.
Oh,
you didn't sign a prenup?
Right.
I mean,
and that scares some women.
I think that's the balance for us coming up, in church. You understand about being equally yoked. Sometimes you get out here and you deal with, situations that you ain't got no goddamn business dealing with.
Right.
That's not compatible for you. So, hate
But
to
it's
talk
just
about,
fun.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I
It's
can talk
just
about my
fun.
first marriage. I wish, I wish everybody well. You know what I'm saying?
All you could do is learn from things that don't work
And
out.
that's
That's how.
it. And that's it. So, but what I did learn was being compatible. I'm not going to,
Can't take that for granted.
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm getting old. I need to get married, and not understanding, what's going to keep me.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, in this marriage, and then it takes prayer, takes patience. I want the same. I will hope she will want the same thing that I want. So they're called the equally yoked part. So I don't think that men really understand that part. They're looking at, well, she just won't have. Did you have a conversation with her?
Right.
To say, babe, we're a team. You know what I'm saying? What I have for you, you should have for me as well. So I think a lot of, and stay with me when I say it, I just don't think a lot of females know that when men are not soft. It's just misunderstood. If you be patient with him, he probably could, give more of himself. Give more of himself. It scares a man to where a dominant woman is like, I just won't have it. Like, well, fuck it, I ain't finna do nothing with you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you kind of miss out on the whole reason why God made man for a woman and why a woman is made for a man. That's it. Ain't got nothing to do with no money.
Yeah, there are a lot of dominant women, like, we get it, you make money and all this stuff, but like, every chance you get, you chopping the dude down and all this, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, then, well, guess what? When that bullet comes from the house, you step in front of it. Then. Like, at the end of the day, a king is a king, you know what I'm saying? A king is supposed to protect his family.
Yeah, you want to feel safe.
But if you want to act like you the king, you
Take
feel what I'm saying?
dudes.
It's almost, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of that's just kind of almost how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be some submissiveness.
And I was going to say, I think that submission
Yeah.
conversation is such a big thing too
Right.
on social media.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody wants a selectively submissive woman. You know what I mean? Like, I want that to be you.
That ain't submission.
Right,
Yeah,
that ain't real
that's
submission. If it's
select.
depending on me doing this and doing that.
I'ma do it
So
today,
I
but
want a
then
woman
next
who's
week I'm-
naturally like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I think as speaking for myself, everybody got so quiet. But I think the main thing for me is that I'm always having to do a lot of different things. Work, I have a lot of businesses that I'm
Absolutely.
running. You want to feel like at home I don't have to
Yeah.
do all
So
of that.
much.
You want to be able to just be chill at home and like kind of let him do things. And I like to be able to be like, can you help me with this, or can you do this, and know that it's like a no-brainer. Because I also don't like asking people for things. You know, and so I would rather somebody like when I'm, you know, for my man to be like, hey, I'll do that for you, or you want me to come do this, or you know, sometimes you don't want to put people out their way, and it's nice. I used to hate when my dad, he would do stuff for my mom, but then complain about it the whole time. I'm like, I'd rather you just not do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah. You gotta complain.
That's how I did.
But there's a way that you ask somebody to do it. It's not like, again, you have to come up people respectfully in the right way. You can't be like, nigga, do it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's almost like you're barking or, you know what I mean? Like, you know, all right, you don't do nothing else?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No. Yes, I do.
But, you know, I think, like, you know, a man, you know, we talk about respect a lot, right? And you say that you demand respect in any relationship. And I think women, you know, the same thing. But I think sometimes we overlook the fact that that respect has to be offered willingly. Like, I can't make you, you know, I can't make you show me respect. Absolutely. I can't force you to show me respect. Yeah. So if I'm with a woman who don't know how to play that part, then a lot of times for me, I'm cool on that situation. Because I'm not gonna try to make you be who I know you're supposed to be.
Respect is almost more important than love to a man. Like, I'm just being honest. Of course you want the love too, but I need to know you respect me. I need to know you respect the efforts I'm making.
Absolutely.
Because I'm doing this for us.
Absolutely.
That's the big thing with me.
Well, what made you propose now? Because you're the last person now. You've never been married.
Let me see.
And how'd it happen?
I mean, I love the girls. That's the first part. You know what I'm saying?
But you've been in love before.
I have.
Yeah, but didn't propose, so.
Yeah, so how did you know that she was the one this time?
Well, you know, I'm one of them guys, I used to ask other people that. Like, how did you know him? And I remember I asked our ex-manager, I asked him, how did you know it was time when you proposed to your wife? And he said this to me, and I didn't remember this like damn near verbatim. He said, you know, it wasn't about me knowing that it was the right time. He said, I know that I'm a good man. I deserve a good woman. And I knew that she was a good woman who deserved a good man. And that's what it was. Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. So, and when I started looking at it like that, that's what brought me to, okay, not only is she a good woman, she's the mother of at least one of my children, right? She's the mother of my child.
Absolutely.
And definitely is a good woman. And on so many fronts, she got my back. You know what I mean? So that was enough for me when I started thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah. And look, and we all know, and I don't want to dwell on this, but I know you got in a bad accident, and sometimes that also makes you think about.
Right. We used to propose before that.
Okay.
It was actually after the first accident because I was in two. Right. Yeah. So after the first accident is when I proposed, and then I got into the second one. Yeah. So it might have had something to do with that.
Yeah, because it's good to know that, like.
Somebody.
No, like the way that, you know. The way she took care of me was definitely like, it was almost like a light bulb, like boom, hello. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody ain't doing this,
and
buddy.
And when I first got home, you know,
you're gonna get emotional. I gotta leave the subject alone.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's hard when, you know, you can't even bathe yourself like.
Yeah. So. Yep.
So, you know.
Yeah.
No, I completely understand.
Yeah.
To have somebody that
is there for you in a way where you can't be there for yourself.
Absolutely.
But that's love, though. That's the whole point to where it's like.
In a situation you never think you'll be in.
That's unconditional love.
Never seen it coming. And she was
right there, on spot, on
and
time.
happy to do it.
So
I think that's
like,
smile on her face.
Happy.
That's
like, I
what
want
it's
to
about.
be here.
That's what it's about.
And then the other question is, are you gonna be comfortable with just anybody having to wash your balls? You know what I mean? Like, real talk. I couldn't do nothing. So the first few weeks, like, she had to do all of that, and it's like, that's when you know for real. You didn't know before that. That's when you know
now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I never had to do that, so you're right.
There you go.
It's tough.
But would you be able to?
Would I be able to wash? Yeah, I think so.
Jordan?
Yeah.
I've taken care of my grandmother.
A man.
They talking about
Yeah,
man. We talking
man,
about balls.
man.
Washing them balls.
Balls and balls.
Balls and balls.
I didn't clean the pair of balls before.
That's
whole other circumstance, right? But the way she said that, man, balls is balls.
I mean, we have vaginas. They're more, you know.
Right.
There's more stuff going on down here.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
You're right about that. No, but listen, I think women. Well, you know what? I'm not women. I think. I just feel like no. You know, I think guys have to do a lot more when it comes to that. Like. I couldn't imagine
if we had to take care of women.
I couldn't imagine eating vagina.
Absolutely.
That's
yeah.
Like that's really like getting it. I know Gigi could tell us about it.
Yeah, I can tell you all about it, girl.
Balls is like on the outside, so I feel like that's the easier like lift.
That is the difference. Yes, that is the difference.
Right, there's not the nooks and the crannies.
Yeah, it's not the same as like,
definitely a little more intricate over there.
You know, but okay, well, understood.
That's too funny.
And I do want to make sure we talk about the new album because that's coming out for Valentine's Day, and you guys are on tour.
Yeah.
You know, as we discussed, so all original parts, and we did get the opportunity, of course, to hear the single that's out right now.
No doubt.
Just Might Get It. Be careful what you wish for.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Oh, so is there a story behind this?
Everybody got one. Right.
You're right. I think I do have one story where it's like, you know, she wanted it to end, but I didn't. You know what I mean? But that's usually when you've taken her for granted for so long, and you know, and y'all know when you get to that point.
Yep.
What you about to do now don't matter.
Yeah, because we mentally be out of there.
I took her for granted for so long, and like he said, it was almost like a light bulb, but that light bulb came on way too late. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a situation like that. She was ready to leave, and I didn't want her to leave, but I did say, okay, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, so how did that turn around on her now? Talk about that.
No, I'm just saying, like to be in a situation where, you know, she wants it to end, but you don't, right? But then you still get to, you're still gonna be a man and get to your point and say, well, okay, fuck it. If it's fucking, then fuck it.
If that's
you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, then fuck it. But I didn't want it to end. You know, I didn't want it to end.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Do y'all help each other out through heartbreaks, like prior to, you know, everybody's situations? Have y'all ever, did you guys ever come to each other like,
No.
Are you okay, buddy?
Not really.
yeah, I mean, what's wrong with that, Kyle? There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean, cause I mean,
We just
we
never did.
don't
We don't tell each other, hey, my heart broke. Dog.
Yeah.
What kind of advice you got for me?
But what do you talk, you know what I'm
just
saying?
don't- we
If not
don't
to
do
each
it like
other.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And-
not us particularly, no.
Okay.
And we solid, and cause you go get your heart broke again by one of us. Like, nigga, get over that shit, man. Don't get you. She dumped your head for a reason, man.
Somebody gonna shame you on the shit. Oh, I guess he don't want to work tonight. It's heart broke. It's like somebody gonna get you bad.
Who finna sing his verse?
But I'm just saying that could make for good like stories, and then that turns into a song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just think it's a natural disposition as a man. Like you don't.
Not everything.
You know, to me, like one of the biggest differences between men and women is that y'all talk about all your pain, right? Y'all galvanize y'all troops against the guy. Like, we never. None
of us talking to him.
Right.
I follow him.
I can't you.
But I feel like as men, we never do that. We never go to each other like, hey, don't fuck with her.
Right.
She we
come
don't
around
do
on
that.
No.
We just don't do it like that.
Because you got to understand, the next guy's situation might be totally different. It might just been what y'all went through, you know what I mean?
Right.
What did you learn? I think I want to ask this. What did you learn about relationships from your fathers? Because I think a lot of times you either do what they did or the opposite of what they did.
For me,
I'm doing the opposite.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing the opposite. Like I felt like my dad, as much as I love my mom, and as strong as a man as my dad is, he still let her run things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I never had the mindset that I'm gonna be in a relationship and my woman gonna run things. I've never, you know. So to me, it takes a certain type of man. Number one, it takes a strong man to be okay with that, right? And so I'm not saying my dad is a weak guy, right? Because this was all a choice, right?
He let
it
her
just
run
wasn't one I could
from
make,
a place
you know
of strength, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Because he knew my dad a big old dude, and you know my mom this little, so it was that kind of thing.
Right.
But like he said, my dad is so anti-conflict, and my mother all with the shits about it. So he just let her, go ahead, Linda.
So he also had the confidence to know that she could handle things.
Absolutely.
So she just let her do it.
And she handle anything.
But that's how my wife is. Like I never touched a washer or dryer yet. Yeah. She like, no, because you go wash 2 pair of drawers. Yeah, so like, I mean.
Point taken.
Yeah, I mean, and I let her do that because I know, I'm not gonna say what a woman role is, but I know, like you saying, she know how to take charge in that.
She better these things.
I mean, she better in finances, so I know that she's not gonna go out and go buy a Birkin bag. You know what I'm saying?
Although she wanted to.
Well, I mean, said that's not her. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I put her on the bag. She was like cool.
She don't care about it.
She was cool with just, you know what I'm saying, just getting a regular leather pocketbook. And I'm like, no, babe.
But that's kind of what you like about her.
Exactly. So it's like I trust her because, I mean, when I met her, one of the first things she told me was like, I'm a stable woman. Yeah. And for an artist, you really don't hear that from a lot of women. They kind of
come with their baggage.
They want to stabilize themselves with what you
right. But she was letting me know, hey,
I already got my shit together.
Yeah, I got my shit together.
Because sometimes people will tell you it's hard with a woman who can't understand the life of somebody who has to travel, be on the road, be around women.
It's tough.
It's tough on the woman.
Absolutely.
How was that? Because like you said, she's not into all of that.
Oh man, hey, that's my best. These my brothers, so I don't look at them like best friends or whatever. I'm looking like we came from the same place. Right. And but with her, she's my best friend in the whole wide world, spiritually. Affirmations, we give each other affirmations every morning, probably 5 times throughout the day, so we know how to keep a healthy relationship. We could be mad or disagree, it'd be a few hours, but then she'd be like, Stanky, she called me Stanky Butt. Stanky Butt.
I don't want to hear the story behind her.
You mad, Stanky Butt? You're like, you mad up there, Stanky Butt? So it's like, yeah, like in high school, babe, I was, but, so we keep that, but I respect her so much to where, and I'm a manly man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. None of us are. But I strive to be better.
You think it's timing too? Like she met you at the right time in your life?
Absolutely.
When you were younger.
She definitely.
She wouldn't like young Kyle.
Oh. Yeah. I was wild, Kyle. I was wild, but
sometimes we ain't like.
They had to love me, so you know. I'm your brother, nigga.
Yes, sir. Would have been no asking.
You wouldn't have had a jersey because he would have snapped her.
In real life.
Yeah, man. So
big fact.
Yeah.
So when you talk about be careful what you wish for because you just might get it, I was thinking I'm always very specific with my wishes at 11:11. Like when I make a wish, because sometimes I'd be like, I gotta be really careful.
Yeah.
So 11:11, you supposed to make a wish?
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't know that?
I always wondered what the hell angel. I didn't know what angel numbers was. I never knew what that was.
Yeah.
I never made it. I've never made
away
it.
from all that.
If you happen to look at the time and it says 11:11, you're supposed to make a wish, right?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Wow, is that like not a guy?
I just know everybody play it on lottery and stuff like that. You can't even buy them numbers like at a certain time of the day because
they sold out.
Yeah, they sold out.
Oh wow.
Every single day.
Well, we know who gambles.
Triple high.
They sold out. And they both of them.
I don't even play the lottery like that, but for some reason I check the numbers that I have them coming to my email every morning.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I just be wanting to know.
Right, no doubt. That's too funny.
You said you don't even play.
I don't.
You gotta get it.
I'm not giving Georgia no more money than her.
There you go.
Georgia gets enough of my money.
And it's definitely fun. You can't like let that consume you because you'll be playing. It's like a dog chasing his tail.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why I don't.
Yeah.
So now,
play that shit like you.
Yeah, exactly.
I just feel like going to see this tour right now also would be like an ultimate date night.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is.
Because an intimate evening with Jagged Edge. I mean, like, come on, like that's.
Yeah. Put on your red dress.
I'm telling you.
Has anybody ever proposed at?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Our second tour.
Yeah.
We was on our third tour. Our third tour, we was on tour with Mary J. Blige, and we had a piece of our show where the audience had ran a contest for winners who wanted to come up and propose. So every night somebody proposed.
Some of them was faking it. You think just to get on stage?
It may be, but you know, we've actually even been paid to like, you know, something. Can I propose to my wife? You know, doing promise or doing but doing different songs.
That's crazy.
That's nice to know that like your songs are the songs that forever. Because there's not a lot of songs that stand the test. Not a lot of groups that could stand the test of time.
Absolutely.
Listen, it's not lost on us. We get it. You know what I mean? That's why we say that it's a blessing. Like when we was creating that song, we thought it would be big, but you don't know that something's gonna stick around like that song.
Absolutely.
Like gotta be that is.
Come on, man.
We were talking about like what's our favorite. I'm gonna say y'all had the best song on the Biggie Duets album too.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
I just want to say that too. The Biggie.
It was a fun
Shout out to Diddy.
Yeah, shout out to Diddy.
Shout out to Diddy. I don't care. Shout out to Diddy.
Shout out to Diddy.
That's my brother, man. I don't care how everybody else do. That's my brother. You know what I mean? Like I told this story earlier today. Like I had an uncle went to jail for 11 years. Shout out to my Uncle Larry. Love you. And I don't love him no less.
Right.
I didn't look at him no different.
Right.
And at least let the man be convicted for y'all all just act like he did something that you don't know if he did or not. You know
But we did see what happened with Cat.
That's what the charges are.
I know, that's what they got.
And I'm not condoning that either, but I'm just saying the charges, we don't, none of us, come on, stop it.
Yeah, we don't know about it.
We don't know about none of that shit.
Back to this tour.
Well, he did that. That's not my fault.
Because it always come next. Soon as you say Diddy something.
No, I just said
trust me, we've been doing interviews all week long.
I'm sure.
It definitely has come next.
Yes, it's coming next. Trust me.
I really was not about to ask about that. I promise you. I really was going to say I think that's just the best on the big. That's my favorite.
We spoke about it.
That's a great compliment.
No, but I mean.
Because that's a good album.
Diddy put us on that album. That's why I had to shout him out.
Yeah,
we're not a bad boy artist, so clearly the fact that we was on it was our relationship through Puff. So absolutely.
And y'all killed it.
Thank you so much.
But my question about the tour was gonna be: did you guys strategically plan to be in Atlanta on 404 Day? Or was it just something that just happened?
She was like 404 Day.
What does that mean? I don't know.
April 4th.
April 4th. Oh, okay.
No,
so
we didn't.
clearly
I noticed that.
No, we didn't.
When I was looking at the tour dates, I was like,
females, I mean, you and your queen, y'all know this.
That's because we from Atlanta, 404.
Yeah, Brandon, you get it. Yeah.
But we are
y'all are at the Tabernacle on 404.
And we here 420.
We're gonna say we did
we know about that.
That's the
420, baby.
You know about 420.
You know about 420.
That's too funny.
So what about on the tour? Do you guys bring like, do all of your women get along with each other, hang out with each other,
absolutely.
double
The
dance?
wives
That's nice.
Gigi wives club.
I love that. Show now, you know.
We just did the Hawks game right before we came here, and they was all. Well, I guess your wife didn't make that.
Yeah, she didn't make. She had.
He done pissed his wife off.
She was working.
She was like, can I wear a jersey?
Big night.
But it seems like this is still fun for you guys. And I think that's important. Like still doing music. You know, it's never stopped. Still going on the road and still having a good time with each other and holding each other down.
Brothers for life.
Big facts.
And y'all were trending on TikTok.
We were.
So you got a new generation listening to y'all playing out in the snow.
Yeah.
Right. And the put a little umph in it dance thing.
Right.
That happened
About a couple years ago. Yeah, a couple of years ago.
That's so funny. TikTok is such a funny place to be. I love it.
I don't even have an account. Yeah, I don't even have no TikTok.
But I get winded when it gets viral. Then I get winded of it.
Right. How does that feel?
What? That have something go viral like that?
Yeah, like after so many years that the younger generations are finding you guys' music and making dances and just really just like embracing things that they wasn't even around for.
You know what? With the put a little umph thing, it felt like I felt vindicated because the last major, well not the last, but I guess last major label system we was in that we had love for, that we wanted to be a part of, was Def Jam. And when that record came out, whatever issues happened with L.A. Reid and whatever, and they kind of took the pressure off the record, right? But we knew that record was a hit because every time we go sing it somewhere, they react to it like it's one of our biggest records.
Absolutely.
So to see now this TikTok thing, and you got like 85, 100 million views on this same song that y'all acted like wasn't shit.
Yeah.
If I felt vindicated.
Let the people talk.
Right.
Is it crazy having kids who actually are now seeing that and
It's
like
super crazy.
like your kids could be like, Dad, you on TikTok
Super
trending.
dope.
Listen, when I brought my daughter to the game the other night, that was the first time she ever seen me in a building like that. And as soon as we got off the floor, she just came and ran and hugged me. Because it finally, I think it just hit her like, this is what you
like,
are.
my dad.
This is what you need to do. This is what you be out here doing.
My son been coming on stage with us since he was like 2 years old. My brother said one time, he said something to my son one time. He said, we got a show today or something.
Because he's the fifth member.
He like, we look good up there.
Yes, he's a trip.
Can my man.
And then Nelly has his Where the Party At tour. That's,
What is that? What is that?
What is that? Crazy.
I mean, I love Nelly. I got love for Nelly, but what is
crazy?
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. If you wrong, what you gonna do?
Right.
I mean, are we gonna correct you?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Or we gonna
That's
just
our
be like,
song.
you know,
Absolutely.
hey, man, you was
I mean, he's
wrong.
on the song.
I just don't understand, but why it ain't the country grammar tour?
Right.
Or how would y'all feel if we went on the country grammar tour?
Right. Right.
Right.
And I will say this,
when you put it that way.
Nelly is our brother, regardless. Right?
But you like, check with us.
And they did
No,
reach
they
out
asked
to
to
me
be on it,
but we wasn't liking the way it was coming together.
It's kind of a rap tour, you know what I'm saying?
And it wasn't how it was sold since at first.
They didn't really
But it
fit.
kind of
Originally, he did ask you guys. Right.
Tour.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, shout out to Nelly though. But
I just feel like, see my mouth, No, see, like to me, it's just a respect thing. Like if we had asked him to go on this idea that was, kind of named in his honor, and he said no, guess what we did?
Change the name.
Change the name of
Right.
the tour.
right.
That's
That's
all.
all.
That's all. That's all.
Because then I was thinking about it. I was like, because when I heard that, I was like, where the party at? Then I was like, wait, is that Nelly's song? Or is that...
No.
I did have to think about it for if he's on
That song was written and done when Nelly got the invite.
And actually, the song was originally done with Daz and Corrupt.
That's correct.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Shout
I
out
love it,
Daz.
Dog
Shout out
Pound.
Corrupt. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, good. I didn't know that.
The more you know.
That tidbit.
We got a lot of tidbits.
Y'all dropping
That's why we need the movie. I feel like.
Movie on the way. Who we need to call? Okay.
It's coming, man.
I love that.
What would the movie be called?
What would the movie be called?
Where the party? I'm just playing.
Where the party really at?
Where the party at the movie.
I don't know what we call it.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. And you guys actually do have such great energy, such great stories, so next time I feel like we can get even deeper.
Absolutely.
We got you.
Yeah, I feel
There's
like
a whole lot to talk about.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm so happy though that y'all came through. Jagged
you
Edge
for
is like
having
a
us.
dream.
y'all.
Before I ever was doing like this,
Absolutely.
it was. I would never have thought I'd be sitting in a room with Jagged Edge.
That's
That's what's up. Thank you, sir.
That's a compliment.
That's a super
It
dope
is
compliment.
such
Thank
a
you.
big deal to
Thank
me.
you.
So
appreciate y'all.
We appreciate
you
y'all.
guys.
Jordan's excited. She got to sit between y'all.
Y'all look nice and snug.
You good?
All y'all need is a blanket.
Nice and comfortable.
Next time we're gonna auction off that seat.
Yes.
But no, honestly, thank y'all so much, and everybody
Thank y'all.
check out the tour. Where can they get those tour dates so that they can come and check you guys out?
Oh yeah,
Official.
on Live Nation. Yeah,
Right.
Live Nation. You can
Right.
get it.
Shout out to Live Nation because they put this
They
whole
put
thing
this whole
together.
thing
together.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Intimate night.
Right.
Intimate
Shout out
evening
Live
with Jagged
Nation.
Edge. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube page. You can follow us, official_JE. We got new album, 11th album. Go get the single. It's great. It's
All
crazy,
the original parts are right
All
here.
the original parts.
Right here.
baby.
Volume 1.
Volume one.
That
And
means
we'll
there's
see
a
you tomorrow.
volume
So that
two
means
coming.
there's a 2, a 3, we don't know,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
We're gonna keep
Yeah.
going.
Three. Gonna keep
Yes.
going.
You gonna do 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
And then we're going to do J.E. Heartbreak 3.
3.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Trilogy. You know?
Trilogy.
Yeah, for us, like, I know a lot of groups from my era, they just touring. Like, that ain't gonna do it for us.
Yeah.
Y'all
Like,
gotta
we
keep creating.
creators. Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
put music out.
When it's in you, you gotta release it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Pause.
So nasty. Nasty girl.
I ain't really like that. But when it's in you, you gotta let it out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All
Or else you get blue balls.
Yeah.
That's just a clear fact.
All right, thank y'all so much. Really appreciate it.
Love y'all.
Let's